What if Sunday afternoon set you up for a win all week long? No scrambling at lunch, no defaulting to whatever's easiest at 6 p.m. No skipping protein because you just don't have time. This is my full Sunday meal prep, and it's going to fuel my entire week with high protein, high fiber meals that taste amazing and actually support my body through perimenopause. Let's dive in so I can show you exactly what I made. Hello beautiful, and welcome to the channel. I am so excited for today's video because I just finished with my Sunday meal prep, and honestly, I feel so good about it, and I'm so excited to share it all with you guys today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Charlene Town, and I help women build a healthy, sustainable lifestyle that they actually love living. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I love you so much. And right now, you guys, I am on my own weight loss journey in 2026, and I'm documenting all of it and sharing all of it with you guys. If you're new here, I went through a 45-pound weight loss after having my daughter in 2018. I kept that weight off for several years, and then a couple years ago my hormones started to shift, my cortisol levels went high, all this stuff, the weight creeped on. It didn't matter what I did, it didn't matter what I ate or how I moved. The weight just kept coming on. So I've been working with a holistic doctor. We've been balancing out my hormones. I started an HRT journey back in October of 2025. I've got lots of videos. I will post some here and down below. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about me and my journey, you guys can go check those out. But today I want to talk to you guys about something that is going to be a major game changer for me moving forward. For me personally, what I normally do to meal prep for myself is that we make a little bit extra food for dinner, and so that I have extra leftovers for lunch, so I can meal prep some breakfast, but then I have leftovers for lunch, and then we make dinner, and the cycle repeats itself, right? However, my daughter's going through a growth spurt, and the last week we have not ended up having leftovers for lunch, and I have been hungry, okay? And that's a problem, because if you're in perimenopause like I am, hitting your protein goals is essential. Protein is honestly just one of those tools that women can use to help you maintain your muscle mass or grow muscle, because we need muscle mass to help our bone density. It's gonna help you feel full. It's gonna help you curb your sugar cravings throughout the day, and it's just an essential tool for us ladies, especially in perimenopause. So I sat down on Saturday and I was journaling and just like planning out my week, and I realized, like, I did a little bit of reflection, and I was like, okay, several days last week I didn't have lunch. The thing that I could have had for lunch was a smoothie, but it was so cold that the thought of eating a cold smoothie was just like not it. I could not force myself to do it. So I just ended up like skipping lunch, having maybe like a little high protein snack, and then eating dinner, which means your girl was not hitting her protein goals. And that is not what we're doing. Like, I need to be hitting my protein goals. It's just essential. Protein and fiber, because fiber is really crucial for me, especially as a woman in perimenopause. It helps your digestion. It helps you feel full. It's just good for you all around. But today I want to talk about something that is making a huge difference for me: meal prepping for high protein, high fiber eating, especially for those of us 35 and over who could be going through perimenopause. I certainly am, because here's the thing. Protein is not optional. It's essential, and it's actually one of the most powerful tools that we have. You see, when we're in perimenopause, our estrogen levels start to shift, and that affects everything from our muscle mass to our blood sugar and even our hormones. You see, protein helps you hold on to that muscle. It keeps us feeling full and satisfied, major win, and it actually helps us stabilize our blood sugar so that we're not riding that roller coaster of sugar cravings all day long, especially at the end of the night. But the only way that I can hit my protein goals consistently is that if that food is already prepped and in the fridge, ready and done. And that is exactly why I meal prepped last night. So let's flash back, and I'm gonna walk you through every single thing that I made. All right, you guys, so first up is this creamy sun-dried tomato recipe. I have made this for the channel before. I have a dedicated video where I share all dinner recipes for the week, and this is one of those recipes. This recipe is also up on my website, charlenetown.com. The link will be in the description box down below for you. I was gonna meal prep this for the entire week. However, we ended up eating this for dinner. My whole family loves it. What I love about this recipe is not only does it incorporate protein, and it's so delicious with the creamy sun-dried tomatoes, but this recipe is like bulked up with spaghetti squash and greens. I ate this as my meal prep yesterday for lunch. We had taken my daughter to a birthday party, and my husband and my daughter ate there, but I came home and I had this already meal prepped in the fridge, which I was so grateful for. So I just popped it all in the pan. I also took an extra extra handful of mixed greens, rip that up, put it in the pan so that that wilts down a little bit. It just like blends so seamlessly in there, and you're increasing your fiber and bulking up your meal. And honestly, it's so delicious, and I'm having it for leftovers again today. And then I put one in the freezer so that I can pull it out and have some variety throughout the week. But honestly, adding stuff like spaghetti squash, butternut squash, acorn squash to your recipes, it's gonna help bulk up your meals. It's gonna help you feel full for longer, and it's adding this volume to your meal without adding a ton of extra calories, which is a win. You should not be hungry. You should not be eating like a bird. Let yourself eat food. Just eat higher volumes of lower calorie food. Just make sure you're adding those things in. Not to mention it's adding in fiber and carbs and like all the things that you need. So mix a high protein with some squash and some mixed greens. Highly recommend. It's so delicious, and I will link that recipe down below. Next up, we gotta meal prep some almond milk, because yes, I do make my own almond milk. I do this because I just try to get rid of all the fillers. It's also so quick and so easy to make. I used to make it with a full cup of almonds because that's the recipe that I had found on YouTube. However, I discovered that by doing that, it was a really high fat. It's a lot more calories than I had thought that it would be. So I had looked up different recipes, and I just took it down to a quarter cup for the 4 cups of water, and it still keeps things creamy. It still tastes good, but it's not really high calorie. So I'm gonna make a video, I think, about little mistakes that I was making that I didn't realize I was making until I tracked my calories. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. But this almond milk is what I use in my smoothies. This is what I use with my overnight oats, and it's just super quick and easy to make, and I love having it on hand. I just soak my almonds overnight and then just blend it up in my Vitamix, strain out the almonds, bada bing, bada boom. So quick, so easy, love it. Next up is prepping breakfast. And you guys, these high protein, high fiber overnight oats have been so amazing. I've been absolutely loving them. These are so good because you just grab one in the morning and you're already starting your day with a solid protein hit and tons of fiber to keep digestion happy. You guys, these are my all-time favorite. And yes, I would have meal prepped 4 if I hadn't run out of my oatmeal. So you better believe I'll be going to the store and getting some more, because having these particular oats in the morning, I wake up and I eat half as soon as I wake up to help balance my blood sugar and my hormones before I drink my coffee and get my workout in. And then I eat the second half after I've done my workout in the morning. And you guys, it's a match made in heaven. It's been going so great. If you want this base recipe and 4 delicious high protein, high fiber overnight oats, I will link that recipe above and in the description box down below. I posted that for you guys just a couple weeks ago. It's so good. I also made my chocolate protein baked oats, which feels like a total treat, but they are packed with protein. And having 2 breakfast options means I won't be bored, and I'm way less likely to grab something that leaves me crashing at 10 a.m. Plus, my daughter loves these for breakfast, and if I put them in her lunch, I know that she's getting protein and fiber throughout the day. Mom win. For women in perimenopause, stable blood sugar in the morning is so important. When you start your day with protein and fiber, you are literally setting the tone for your hunger and energy levels all day long. This is one of those small habits that makes such a big difference. And I can honestly tell you that it has made a big difference for me. This one is definitely not as high protein or high fiber as my overnight oats in a jar, because I'm only eating 1 square of it. Just like something to think about. This isn't gonna be like a 30 gram of protein little square, if that makes sense. It's like 10 grams of protein per square. So just something to note, but they are honestly so delicious and you're definitely gonna wanna try them. This recipe is also on my website, charlenetown.com. So I will list that down below so you can go check that out. It's so good. I think we've also made it together here on the channel, but it was like a long time ago at this point. Okay, you guys, so this is where it gets really good. Okay, I made some shredded chicken tacos in my Our Place Dream Cooker. You guys, this has been life-changing. I love her. I just added my chicken into the Dream Cooker. I added some chicken bone broth to add protein and flavor, and then my taco spices, which is just cumin, paprika, chili powder. I pressure cooked it for 8 minutes. So quick, so easy, so much flavor, so juicy, so delicious. And I love using bone broth in a recipe like this because not only is it adding protein, it's adding collagen, but it helps keep that chicken so tender and so delicious. This is the kind of meal prep that does not feel like diet food, because it should not feel like diet food. It should just be eating food. Okay, this is how we make how to live a healthy lifestyle sustainable, because you actually make recipes that you actually love eating. And this is one of those ways to do it. You guys, these shredded chicken tacos, so good. Let me know if you guys try this recipe and what you use your chicken for. I'm definitely gonna be using mine for tacos, breakfast tacos, all kinds of nourish bowls. It's gonna be good. I'm so excited. And I already had some in my breakfast tacos this morning and it was so delicious. And ladies, having quick, easy, grab and go high proteins like this in the fridge ready for you to eat is a game changer for hitting your protein goals. Because when it's already cooked and in the fridge, you have zero excuses and zero barriers. You just have it ready to go. And that's gonna be really helpful for not just grabbing food that you're gonna snack on because you're so hungry right now and you have nothing to eat, or you still have to cook the chicken, or you still have to do this. If you just take a little bit of time, one day a week, it doesn't have to be Sunday. If you have more time in the mornings, if you have more time in the evening, like while you're already cooking dinner, just throw some chicken in the Instant Pot. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to spend all day in the kitchen meal prepping. That's not for me. I honestly spent an hour and a half in the kitchen yesterday. I was heating up my already meal prepped lunch. I popped the baked oats in the oven and then I turned on the slow cooker. Everything was cooking at the same time. It was honestly so amazing, and I will be doing it every single week from here on out. All right, you guys, that's my Sunday meal prep for the week. I've got some creamy sun-dried tomato with spaghetti squash pasta and greens. I've got overnight oats. I've got chocolate protein baked oats, delicious, and some shredded chicken that I can make so many different high protein meals with, or just add protein to another meal that I felt like I was struggling with. Like, just eating 2 eggs in the morning is only 12 grams of protein. But if you add 2 ounces of shredded chicken to that, you've now increased that to 37 grams of protein. You guys, perfect to start your day off right, perfect to help you feel full, curb your sugar cravings, and help your blood sugar stay level throughout the day. And we all need that. And honestly, I'm just so excited to eat all of this delicious food throughout the week. So if you're on a weight loss journey, especially if you're in perimenopause, I really want you to hear me when I say protein and meal prep are 2 of the biggest things moving the needle for me right now. Not a restrictive diet, not cutting everything out, just making sure that nourishing food is available so that I'm making that healthy choice instead of that desperate choice. If this video was helpful for you, it would mean the world to me if you'd give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because it really supports my channel. Maybe share it with a friend or family member who's in perimenopause or is going on a weight loss journey. And if you want to come on this journey with me, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. And I would love to know, what is your favorite healthy high protein meal prep? Let me know in the comments down below, because I want to try your recipes out too. Don't forget to check out my website, charlenetown.com, under Fuel Your Body for a bunch of free high protein recipes. If you need more healthy high protein recipes, you can check out my ebook, Empower Your Plate. It's got 30 plus high protein recipes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Really delicious recipes, family friendly, quick and easy, because that's what your girl needs right here. If that would be helpful for you, I will leave that down below so you guys can check that out. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you so much, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.